Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you are here with me today. This is your weekly reading for January 20th to the 26th. We're going to get right into your reading. So if at any point during the course of this reading you do feel a connection, that you feel that it makes sense to you, please let me know in the comments. I really do truly appreciate it, and it helps me to connect with your energy. So Sagittarius, we are going to get right into your energies. We're going to start with your incoming energies. We will talk a little bit about your current energies, and then we will get the tarot cards to get deeper messages and follow it all up with angel messages and your angel number. So let's keep going here. Look at flexible has come out immediately. So sometimes we have to be a little bit more flexible with things that are going on in our life. I'm liking to see what I see here. Now, I am sun sign Sagittarius as well, so I do find that I do connect on a different level here with the Sagittarius readings. Number 19, being flexible. Well, you know, sometimes it is an important trait that we have to take on. It's not always easy to be flexible and adaptable. It can be very challenging, but when we can adapt to situations, it allows the flow of energy to be that much stronger for us. And I think that there could be some, maybe there is some information, or maybe there are some things that are coming in during the course of this week that are going to require you to be a little bit more with that in the flow with that energy. We'll find out as we get more into the tarot cards. But number 47, and going the distance, well, you know what? There is no other sign that I feel, I mean, I'm probably a little bit more partial to the Sagittarius energy, but going the distance, yeah, we do. We go the distance because we know what we want our end game to be, and we are not afraid to put in the hard work. We're not afraid to take the risks. We will be a little bit more flexible if we can see that by going the distance, we are going to achieve what it is we are setting out to do. And I think that you are on a mission right now. I think you have a mission of what it is you want to achieve in your life. I think you're setting your intentions. I think January is an important month. I think it's an important time to really figure out what it is you want to achieve. And by setting those intentions, maybe being a little bit more flexible with how the outcome is going to be. You know, maybe it's not going to be exactly the way we thought, but it's okay, because as long as we reach our destination, that's the key to it all. Let's get the cards that are your current energies. So number 36, coming to the edge. It means, yeah, you know what? You're coming to the edge because you're right on the edge of the cliff, and you're ready to say, okay, I'm ready to make some significant changes here. Like, I am ready for change. I'm not afraid of it. And if it means that I have to be a little bit more flexible with my thinking, maybe I have to be more flexible with the plans that I'm making, I'm going to do so, because my ultimate goal here is to go the distance and get where it is I need to be. Number 25, why are you coming to the edge? Because you are tired of the round and round energy. You no longer want to be moving in circles. Honestly, I would prefer to be moving in a roller coaster than moving in circles, because at least with roller coasters, you have ups and downs. You have some excitement. Yes, you have some letdowns, but at least that is a little bit more exciting. Round and round is just like, it's like that Groundhog Day. You know, we want to break that cycle. You're ready to take some risks. And if it requires taking some risks and being a little bit more flexible to change that cycle, it's like you're ready to do that. And then number 30, tick-tock, the time is now. And that's how I'm going to take that one. The time is now. There's no more waiting game. I think that you've been patient. I think that you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and you've been making changes. You've been flexible. You've tried new things. Well, now you're ready. You're coming to the edge. You're taking the risks that you need, and the time is now to set the precedence of how you want to finish off this year, right? It's almost like you're making long-term plans. We'll get more into it with the tarot cards, but I feel like you are really, really thinking about things in a long-term way, and you're going to do what it takes to get to where you need to be. All right, let's get your 9 tarot cards. We're going to talk about them, and then we're going to clarify each one of them. So let's find out for the beautiful sign Sagittarius. We've got 1 and 2 right there. And one more card. Thank you. Let's get the second row. Wow, those 2 are in the center of your reading. And then let's get the last row. And one more card. Thank you. We have got quite the mix of cards here. All right. A lot of things have wanted to fly out for you. All right. All right, my beautiful Sagittarius. Yes, you know you have a connection to spirit that is very unique as well. And I think it's because you are an adventurer. I think it also is true that you are the seeker of knowledge. You have this adventurous spirit. And I think that it allows you to connect on a very unique level with your spiritual guides. All right, we're going to start with number 5, the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. You can already see the third eye up here, the eye of protection. It is a card of blessings. Absolutely. There's a lot of blessings that are around you right now. And I think that this is your time. This is the time where you're going to feel the most confident in going the distance, because there's nothing that you feel is standing in your way. You are very moral. You're very ethical. Your standards are high. You set the bar high. And not only do you expect that from yourself, but you also expect that from the people and the things that surround you. And I think that it's just showing that there's a lot of blessings that are surrounding you right now. But it's all these blessings are coming in because of your high standards. And I think maybe that's why you maybe need to be a little bit more flexible. You got to let a little bit more of that come in. But the one thing that we're never going to do is dismiss the things that are important to us, you know, and you hold that in high regard. And I think that is something that is very honorable. The Queen of Swords is air energy. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, if that means anything to any of you Sagittarius. But the Queen of Swords, she is not really putting emotions into getting the answers that she needs. She's very enlightened. She wears her crown chakra with pride. She is open to receive the messages that are necessary. And these messages are messages that are very truthful. They are very honest. They are very loyal. And again, and I believe you can even see the dogs here. Dogs are dependable. Dogs are loyal. And I think that this is really showing that the information that you will be receiving is something that you can really respect. There's no emotions involved in any of that. The 8 of Coins is the hard work and dedication that you put into everything. You're a master at what you do. And I think that there's opportunities that may be opening up for you. Opportunities that could be blessings that are coming your way as well. And it could be messages that have something to do with work. Okay, so for some of you, it could have something to do with that. When we get clarifying, we're going to understand it even more. Number 13 is the Death card. I love the Death card because it is about transformations. It is about cycles closing out and new cycles beginning. We have to close out certain cycles so that we can begin something new. Remember, you are coming to the edge of a cycle in your life that you no longer want to feel that round and round energy, and the time is now. So this transformation is something that's taking place very, very soon. The 5 of Coins can be a little bit feeling a little bit left out in the cold. And I think that sometimes you do feel a little bit sort of like you're on your own independent ship doing things all on your own, and that you're not always feel like you have the support, or maybe it's that you just don't allow that support in because you are so independent. You know, you have this adventurous, honest spirit, personality about yourself that sometimes puts you sort of in your own little corner. But you are achieving your wish fulfillments, because this 9 of Cups is feeling emotional satisfaction and emotional fulfillment. And I think that you are getting some answers that are really important, that are helping you move towards what those wishes are, those intentions that you're setting for yourself to bring those manifestations to light. Maybe it's requiring you to take some time out for yourself. The 4 of Swords is the healing. So the healing that's taking place here, and that healing is what's helping you transform things as well. Number 2, the 2 of Cups, not always is this soulmate cards. I don't always believe in soulmates, but 2 of Cups can be definitely a love relationship if that's what you're looking for, but it can be your connection to spirit as well. It's a very strong connection, and it's what helps you go the distance. It gives you the information that you need so that you can run with it. The 8 of Swords is how you see yourself. You know, sometimes you do see yourself as trapped and blindfolded, and it could be because you been feeling a little bit in a situation where you are by yourself. You know, you set precedences, you set goals for yourself, and you don't really rely on other people to help you achieve those. You kind of do it on your own. But I think for some of you, your wish fulfillment could be, to connect, to have a connection, so that you can stop seeing yourself as trapped. And again, this is all in your mind. This is not physically happening to you by any means. It's the limitations we set with our mind. And it's time for you to break that cycle. It's time for you to come to the edge. It's time for you to get rid of that round and round cycle. It's time to remove the blindfold, because when you do, you can see that those swords are not anywhere near you, and you will be able to now see yourself flourishing. We just have to remove that blindfold. I think the truth coming out, some sort of information coming out, is actually going to help you remove that blindfold. It's going to bring you closer to your wishes. And then number 11, Justice. I love this card. This is all Libra energy. This has to do with feeling fairness and balance restored in your life. Maybe if things have been feeling a little imbalanced, by you being a little bit flexible, it's going to help you, release you from that round and round energy. And this justice, this fairness, this balance is going to bring you closer to your end point where you want to be. All right. Now we're going to get into the clarifications here. Let's find out with this number 5, the Hierophant. Blessings. Very grounded energy because it is Taurus energy. And 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups is emotionally ready to walk away from something that you feel is not serving its purpose. And I think that that has a lot to do with a round and round energy. It's like you're coming to a realization that we can't hold on or take control or hold on to things that aren't emotionally giving us the results that we want. Now, whether that's a job, could be a relationship, it could be something in that aspect. But you know, this is a blessing. This is a blessing sort of in disguise for you, because this 8 of Cups, I take the 8 of Cups, and we all read differently. But I feel like it takes a lot of courage to be able to come to that point in your life where you say, you know what? I've had it. I've had it with the round and round energy. I've had it with the relationship that just keeps going in circles, or I've had it with the job or the boss that just keeps the same cycle going and there's nothing left for me here anymore. It takes a lot of strength to be able to come to that realization and say, you know what? I'm not going to see myself like that anymore. I'm going to remove the blindfold. And I'm going to have the courage to walk in a new direction. I'm going to walk the plank towards lightness, happiness. All right, let's find out with the Queen of Swords. I think this Queen of Swords, if this is not you, it could be a person. I was going to say it could be a person that's supporting you. You got the 5 of Wands, which means healthy competition. I think it's somebody who's bringing you information that actually gives you the drive to go the distance. It gives you the drive to come to the edge. It brings a little bit of, like I said, it's healthy competition. It could be a little bit of conflict, but I think it's conflict that is going to bring you a great sense of realization. Could have to do with work. For some of you, you could be walking away from a job. You could be walking away from a job, and actually, even though in the midst of it, it could feel like, oh my gosh, my whole life is changing. What on earth am I doing here? But it's actually going to be a transformation that is a blessing for you. So let's find out. That could be just for some of you, though. It's not going to be for everybody. The 8 of Coins and the 2 of Cups. Look at that. Diagonally, the 8 of Coins. You've got the 2 of Cups twice here. For some of you, it could be to do with relationships, partnerships. Again, they could be platonic, they could be love. I think it's your spiritual connection to the higher power, to your divine source. This is a connection that you have been working really hard towards. And you've been putting a lot of hard work and effort into whatever this is. Now, if this partnership, again, is a love partnership, or if it's a work-related partnership, it's going through some transformations. It is going through some major transformations. And I think these transformations could actually be what you've been wishing for. It could be that you've been in a partnership where you've been feeling a little bit alone, or like you've been the only one that's been participating in that partnership or relationship. Things are now changing and healing is beginning. A lot of that comes with opening up and being able to communicate. And even though that communication with that Queen of Swords and the 5 of Wands, maybe that communication produces a little bit of conflict, it's the conflict that actually opens the doors for you to be able to walk in a new direction, to feel like you're breaking free. And when I say walk in a new direction, it doesn't necessarily mean the ending of anything either. It can be just a whole new renewal process. So let's find out with the Death card. Let's see what's happening here. We've got some changes that are happening. We're ending a cycle, and that's what we want to do. We want that cycle to end. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't choose these cards, but I just sometimes love how they synchronize. So you got number 13, death, to clarify number 13, death, meaning that there is a major transformation taking place for you at this time, Sagittarius. And you need to be flexible, go with the flow. Accept the changes that are happening, even though you might not understand it. They are blessings that are happening, and they're unique just for you. This timing of all of this is right now for you. And the Six of Swords is going the distance because you are choosing to move in the direction of happiness. You're choosing to let go of whatever is emotionally not fulfilling its purpose for you anymore. And you are ready to close that cycle out and begin something new. It's the end of a tough cycle. It's the opening up of the skies. All right, we've got that 5 of coins and the 9 of cups in the center of your reading. Let's find out what's happening there. Spirit, angels, and guides. 9 of Cups, it's that beautiful wish fulfillment. Oh my goodness, I love it. So see, the 10 of Cups. Rainbows come after any turbulence, any storm, any conflict. And in the center of your reading, meaning this is like the point that reaches every single thing that's happening in your life. And the 10 of Cups is that happiness card. Happiness and fulfillment. It's like you're reaching the goals that you've been setting out to do. And it is your wish fulfillment. And you're no longer going to feel alone anymore. You're actually going to feel very grounded. And if you've been having financial difficulties in any way, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. Things are actually starting to roll out for you. And you're going to see that finish line is a lot closer now. It's coming in closer for you. The 4 of Swords is the healing. So the healing that takes place. Sometimes we need to withdraw. Sometimes we need to get a little bit of a rest. Sometimes we need to take a little bit of a break. And it's okay to do that because we regain our focus. We regain our strength. And right now with that 4 of Swords being there, it's saying, you know what? You've been through some turbulence. So now it's time to take that rest and revitalize your energy because you're going to need it. Because you're going to go the distance. And in order to go that distance, you have to have that sense of vitality. Number 12, the Hanged Man. This is Neptune. The planet Neptune rules this card, meaning it's got a lot of Pisces energy in it. Insightful energy, because Pisces are very insightful. They have a deeper knowing. This is all about really looking at your situation from a new perspective. And the only way to do that is to gain focus by getting some rest. We can rush certain things in our life, and that's okay. We like movement. We have to keep moving, otherwise we feel like we shut down. That's just Sagittarius energy. I think you can tell by my voice, I get excited. And when I get excited, I talk fast. I apologize. But those of you that are Sagittarius, you probably understand where I'm coming from. The Hanged Man, though, is taking that break, taking that time out to really see things from a whole new lens. And by being able to do that, you know, you are going to be able to see where that finish line is for you. The 2 of Cups, I believe for most of you, this is your connection to spirit. Wow. Your connection to spirit. And again, Queen of Swords coming up twice in your reading means, again, you know, you might not be looking at things from an emotional standpoint, and that's okay, because not always in life do we have to make decisions by following our heart. Sometimes we have to follow our intuition. Sometimes we have to follow our spiritual guidance or tasks that we feel are being given to us. This Queen of Swords, she holds that crown chakra with pure joy, bliss, and blessings. She is enlightened, and I think that you are completely spiritually enlightened right now, and it's putting you in a position where there's going to be some significant choices that are going to be put in your path, choices that you are going to need to make. And these choices are going to require you to look at things from a new perspective, maybe to be a little bit more flexible, because your wishes and your dreams are ready to be fulfilled. You have gone through the obstacles that were necessary to bring you to this point. And now with TikTok being the here and now, you know, these choices are going to be very, very important, and they're very relevant because they are what are going to bring you to your finish line. Let's find out with the 8 of Swords. Let's find out. You've got some 2s in your reading. You've got some 8s. You've got 3 8s in your reading. So 8, 8, 8, very important number. And then you got the Moon card. You know, your intuition, again, is so high. And I get this all the time with you because you are spiritually connected. Number 18, the Moon, is your insecurities and your fears of removing the mask, your fears of letting go. You're afraid of letting go of something. I don't know why. You might not even know why. But, you know, the Moon really is sort of the fear of the unknown. When I remove that mask and I remove all these barriers and I remove all these distractions, where does that leave me? Because sometimes the Eight of Swords, our mind, holding these restrictions, makes us feel a little safe. But when we pull off that mask, now we see things differently. We are going to see things differently. We can't be afraid of what we see. I think what you're going to see is justice. I think that you're going to see fairness. I think you're going to see balance and harmony, contentment, spirit angels, guides. And you've got the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is holding on tightly to things in your life. And the reason you hold on tightly to the things in your life is because, number one, you've worked really hard for it. You have a lot of morals and values and standards that you hold true, and you expect that to be reciprocated. The Four of Pentacles is all the hard work that you've put into everything up to this point in your life, that you're not willing to let certain things go because you've worked so hard. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're holding on tightly to the things that are important to you. And the Four of Pentacles in this reading for you specifically just shows that you hold tightly onto the things that are fair. Fairness is very important for you. And in order to go the distance and get to the finish line, you do things with fairness. You do things by thinking of others. And I think that a lot of that is to do with your ethical mind, the way you think. And I think that is something that you should hold tightly onto. I think that you're going to see a lot of things come out in fairness for you, that the things that you have held on to tightly are actually going to show big rewards for you. I feel a lot of rewards are coming your way. All right, let's now get your animal spirit card. Let's find out what your spirit and angels would like to share with you through the eyes of the animals. Let's find out. Spirit angels guides for the beautiful sign Sagittarius. You need one animal card. Let's see. Okay, they want you to have two. Moose, wisdom. Well, of course. Let your head and mind reach the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. All of your inner wisdom comes through your spiritual connection. And then you got the squirrel. You're always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Stay grounded. Stay focused. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. We kind of talked about in the beginning where I really think that you're going the distance for figuring out what you want long term. And I think that you are in the process of making that plan. And you're figuring out where it is in life you need to be a little bit more flexible in order to achieve this. All right, we're going to get now your angel message. Let's find out what your angel message is. Spirit angels guides for the beautiful sign Sagittarius. And look at that. Now, I always like to read what the meaning is of this, because it is something that is directed specifically for you as we move through this week. The number is also a very important number. So the number 12 is the number here. So we want to think of that as an auspicious number, an angel number. So if you see any synchronicities of 12, be mindful of it. It's called Dragonfly Spirit, and it's all about change. So the spirit of the dragonfly says, be willing to change your perspective. We talked about that with the Hanged Man. And good fortune will follow. Sometimes you need to back up to go forward. As people get older, they find it harder to change. So to activate youthfulness, be willing to make changes without hesitation. So there are some things in life you need to release. You did get the Death card twice, number 13. So very important for you to go with the flow. Be flexible, because change is a part of what is happening here for you. And this is the week where you might start to see you might start to see little bits of that shining through. All right, let's close out your reading with your angel number. So you did get some 2s, you got some 4s. You know, number 12, very, very important, and you did get 8s. You got a lot of different numbers here, actually. So a lot of synchronized numbers. And of course, you got the number 13 twice. So let's see what the angels are saying for you. And you got number 1001. And it's spiritual awakening. That Queen of Swords, she wears that crown proudly, that enlightenment. It's all about new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and heading in the right direction. That's that 6 of Swords. You are heading in the right direction now. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel more like the dark night of the soul. You're on the path of enlightenment, and thus this too shall pass. I think it's the beginning of this spiritual awakening is the beginning of something new for you. There's a lot of personal growth here in this reading. A lot of change is taking place, but it's bringing you to a place that is going to put you in the right direction. These are blessings that are made just for you. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for joining me today. I really hope that this reading resonates with you, and I know it can't resonate with everyone. It's an impossibility, but if it does in any aspect, even if just parts of it do, please let me know. Please also consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all the love and support. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Thank you again so much, and until next time, sending you love, light, and positive vibes.